It's Dylan's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dylan's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dylan's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.
This puppet show stays on because of you fools.
Welcome to the She's So Right show. We are two conservative women called by Christ to speak up for what's right.
Lindsey Graham, known nationally as the Patriot Barbie, is a proud author, public speaker, and brave political advocate for freedoms, rights, and conservative values.
Brandy Barkley is a powerful Christian leader and founder of Power Soul, certified Christian life coach and public speaker, forging God's battle cry to strengthen believers.
Guys, get ready to say it way more than you're used to. She's So Right starts now.
Freedom fighters, are you tired of giving your hard-earned money to big corporations who use their power against us? We are done. As conservatives, the best and most effective way to vote is with our dollars. You can shop with all our favorite companies, sponsors, and affiliates right on our website.
Go to www.shesorightshow.com and click the shop page. We are proud affiliates for MyPillow, My Patriot Supply, and other conservative brands. Get massive savings. Go to shesorightshow.com. Join us in supporting American companies.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
We're having a secret powwow away from the microphones, so...
Yeah, we're trying to make a plan around here.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Welcome to the She's So Right show. Lindsey Graham here. Who are you?
Oh, Brandy Barkley.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
So we just had... Gosh, you guys, there's no other way to just do it. We just recorded an episode last week. We're still frazzled by it, where we got to share our testimony with someone, and it was beautiful, and I just felt God kind of moving in the radio station.
Yeah, you know what I love about Lindsey is
I can't recover.
She's just, I always say she's kind of like a bull in a china shop, and I'm behind her like catching cups and stuff. But I love that about her when we start talking about our faith and about the Word and about Bible and about how much we need the Lord. Like, she just goes for it, man, and I love watching it. So we did have an awesome talk with Greg Anderson last week. And, this is the thing. You can be the strongest, most powerful, most stubborn, most frontline warrior according to this world. But I believe that God is emboldening certain people for what he has called them to do. They might not think it's him, but we know it is. We know that if you're listening to this show, we know there's a part of you that is like, I'm here to get stronger. I'm here to be not just inspired and educated, but activated in my faith to walk in this place, to come against culture, because if you're a Christian, we do not bow to culture. And that never worked out for us. So, I love that about you, Linz.
Thanks. Yeah, just so everyone knows, I treat witnessing to people the same way I treat everything. I'm like this hardcore aggressive. I'm talking over them. I'm like, no, let's give your life to the Lord right now.
Let's do it.
Let's pray.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready?
What's the problem? What's the holdup? Name one reason why you can't get saved.
What's the holdup?
Give me one good reason you won't accept Jesus Christ as your Savior. One, and it better be good. Okay, no, really, that's how it was. But we'll keep you posted on how that worked out for me. So, okay, our guest today. This is crazy, but you guys are going to remember the story, but I don't even know how to segue into it, except that there is something culturally happening with Trump supporters in America. So they say that there's going to be this big catalytic moment in America. Mm-hmm. They've already said that, we're all insurrectionists, et cetera, et cetera.
We're terrorists, yeah.
All Trump supporters are racist. All Trump supporters are white supremacists. Now we're insurrectionists. Now we're domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Our next guest is one of the people. She loaded up her family I don't know, minivan. No offense if it wasn't a minivan. And they did remember when
This terrorist in a minivan.
terrorist in a minivan.
That's
That's
a
how
good
easy it
name
is.
of a movie.
That is a good
She
movie.
should write a book called that.
Keanu Reeves needs to be in it for sure. It went viral. It was all over the news. The Biden Harris van went through Texas, and
was like
Texas
their
greeted
big-
them with freaking Trump flags. Remember that? And just
Right.
like escorted them out of the state. Mm-hmm. So this chick, JoeyLynn is her name. I could call her this chick the whole time, but JoeyLynn's her name. The government is suing her. Mm-hmm. Like,
Under the
you tried to run us off the
KKK
road, and
laws.
you and you Trump supporters are aggressive and evil. And this is one of how many incidents now where if you fly a Trump flag or you fly a flag, if you're a patriot, if you're an American, if you use the word patriot, you're risking like an intense label. You're risking the government suing you, trying to.
That, I mean,
on trial.
you guys, this is the thing that we keep saying. Communism is here.
It's already here.
It's here.
It's just very mild right now, but it's here.
But it's only mild because it's not being broadcast on the news. There's so many of these stories we hear all the time. People losing their jobs. They cannot have any free speech or they lose their job. They get blackballed where they work. Right? I mean, this is happening all the time, all over the place.
We keep saying, why aren't more people speaking up? Why aren't more people speaking up? Well, this is why. Because when you do, they are ready to take everything from you, which scares other people. This is why cancel culture exists.
They're trying to scare you. They're bullying you.
They don't need to just use Instagram and Facebook to deplatform you and silence you. You speak up one time, they are doxing you, listing your kids' schools, showing pictures of you on the internet, and then before you know it, the government's showing up saying, oh, well, you terrorized the Biden Harris van and you tried to run him off the road. And this girl's wearing a red, white, and blue like bow in her.
Oh, I
high
know. I
ponytail.
saw it. I'm like, yeah, mama in the van
cheerleader.
with a cheerleading bow is the
Seriously.
terrorist now.
JoeyLynn, she's listening to us, by the way. She couldn't be any cuter and more like adorable. And you're like, wait, she's a terrorist? She's laughing.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of when January 6th on the airplane,
yeah.
when these two little 70-year-old ladies dressed in their little Trump gear were sitting next to me. And I said, look at you, terrorists. And they just start laughing, with their, I mean, it's insanity.
Gosh, it
But,
is.
the labels, that's what they're doing is they're labeling you to tell you to shut up. Like, because we don't want to be labeled.
Right.
It's
I wore,
it's crazy. It's gaslighting.
It's gaslighting. It was so cold. So I went into D.C. by myself, flew in, got up the next day, went to the rally, flew back out. I didn't know it was so cold. I never checked the weather app. It's a problem for me. So I ended up not being able to wear my little Patriot Barbie outfit and I threw my pajamas on over it. So red, white, and blue, zip up, full onesie.
Homeless girl.
Pajamas. Like not insurrection material whatsoever. So I wasn't prepared at all to seize the Capitol that day, which is just such a shame. But I'm laughing.
Well,
I'm joking.
maybe not.
FBI. I'm
Right.
joking.
Yeah, she's
I did
kidding,
not enter
guys.
the Capitol.
I didn't either.
In my jammies. You would have seen that all over the news, trust me. But the news did. They saw my picture at the Capitol and said, oh, salon owner, is plays a part of the insurrection. I'm like, I'm wearing pajamas. How much less threatening can I be? Unless I put a red, white, and blue.
But you
bow
can
in my
go and
ponytail.
burn down an entire city, raid every store on the street.
I hope you're
and
not talking about BLM.
and turn over cop cars, and you know what? That's okay.
Brandy's a racist. She's a racist. I knew it when I signed up for this.
I'm
I
a
should've-
Mexican, Indian, Irish, German, French racist. You know it.
But you support Trump. So, all right. So, listen, let's get JoeyLynn on the phone. Brandy's running out of things to say, I can tell. She's staring at me with glossed over eyes.
I am? No, I was just waiting for you to...
She doesn't have a bio. She's the chick.
Yeah. So this
chick
is the
from
thing.
Biden
So they're using the KKK law from 1821, 71, something like that, to sue her for causing what? Like they're saying she ran the bus
That's
off
what
the
they're
road.
trying to say. Joey,
She went full road warrior, Mad Max style.
her kids in the car.
With her kids
in her
to
minivan.
run the Harris and Biden bus off the road.
She gets on.
Which is not true. She has a video of it. And they have, if I'm correct, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the government has like 20 lawyers coming after her. And now it's about $200,000 in fines that they're doing a GoFundMe for because her husband's a plumber. She's a homeschooling mom. They don't have the funds to fight the government. And, this is what they count on, guys. Yep. This is what they count on.
Let's go for the family that can't possibly fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's make an example of them so that everybody sits down and shuts up. God forbid you get in a minivan with a Trump bow in your hair and follow us around.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
Let's bring her on.
Bring her on.
Joey,
let her roll.
Where are you?
Hello, ladies.
Oh, are you in a truck trying to run Biden Harris off the road right now? Is that why you took a second to come on?
Hi there.
Living room.
All right, tell us the truth. Is it a minivan or is it a truck?
My husband would be devastated to know that in conclusion it was a minivan. It is his baby. It's an F-150.
Oh,
quite
America.
a bit more aggressive. I think that the government might have a case.
No wonder.
Yeah.
It's a truck. It's gotten lots of backlash for the testosterone associated with driving a pickup truck.
Yes.
Oh, he's a toxic
masculinity. Yeah. We did a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
About how manly men are basically now a threat to society. Mm-hmm. We had a massive manly man on last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Tell us. I don't even know where to start. Tell us the whole thing. Like, you woke up and you're like, yeah, let's go join the Trump train, or well, you're not going to be able to tell us the whole thing, so we're going to have to take a break in a second, but tell us the start, and I'll cut you off next time.
Okay. So you're pretty much, girl, I did. So I have not always been bold and outspoken. In fact, my son is, and I'm always a people pleaser, afraid to be honest and open about kind of what I think. And during the election, I found myself just agreeing with opinions that I didn't agree with. And I hated coming home to my family who's like, why did you say that? That's not even what you think. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to start a fight. If I really say what I'm thinking, they'll call me a racist, they'll call me a bigot, which is hysterical because now I'm getting sued under the Ku Klux Klan law. And so I decided I am not being true to myself and I'm not being a good example to my son. And I think the first area I'm going to get involved in being outspoken about is politics, which is probably
Bold choice, Cotton.
Yeah.
Yes. So we did. We went and got signs, put them in our front yard. We joined up with our local New Braunfels Trump train in Texas here, which had about 4,000 members in our very small town. And we had fun rallying, tailgating, doing parades throughout the town. So when we heard that the Biden-Harris campaign bus was coming through, it was a no-brainer to go out and get some cool pictures and just show up and support our candidate.
Okay, and this is Texas, right? So
yeah, you're afraid in Texas? I mean, JoeyLynn, this is cracking me up. You're like, I didn't want to make anyone mad in Texas.
Is red.
This is awesome. I can't wait to hear how this story transpires. We're going to have to take a break and
we talked too much before we got you on.
Yeah, we got a little crazy with our opening. But when we come back, will you tell us more about how you went from not wanting to get in trouble to now being a big fat troublemaker?
Sued. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Follow us at shesowrightshow.com. Check out our website, and we will be right back with JoeyLynn. Hey guys, welcome back to the She's So Right show. You've got Brandy Barclay, Lindsey Graham, and our special guest today, JoeyLynn Mesaros. And she is epically known, virally known as the precious, adorable, big-eyed mom with her kids who allegedly, and I use that term very, very firmly, drove the Biden-Harris campaign bus off the road in Texas, which is hilarious. So the whole thing's laughable.
Yeah.
As if he wasn't weak enough. Now he's like, I'm going to sue the people that rode me out of town. Okay, JoeyLynn, tell us how you were starting to get political.
Yes. So it was really, at first we lost a lot of friends and family. We started hearing white supremacists, how could you support Trump? Kind of affirming what I was worried about. But it was just this really interesting point in my life where the moment I got past that, I felt unstoppable. Who cares what people think? Wow, that feels awesome.
Yeah.
And then I started finding other friends, new friends who were like-minded, and it was just really a great time in my life where I started experiencing freedom in expressing who I was, my conservative Christian values, teaching them to my son boldly. It was just, a lot was changing, and it was a really, really